Hi guys, Raphterra here. I hope that you are having an awesome 2021 as always. Today I'm back with another gameplay. I'm going to show you a deck from one of the top masters from Southeast Asia. This is a deck of Bright and A. This is Twisted Fate Ezreal with Jaull Hunters. Before I proceed to the deck explanation, don't forget to leave a like and a random or non-random comment for the YouTube algorithm. Onto the deck, this is a Bilgewater built over and zone deck that aims to level up Ezreal as fast as possible. We have cards like Make It Rain and Static Shock, which will give a lot of triggers for Ezreal's level up. Make It Rain, if you're managed to land it on 3 units, that's instantly half of Ezreal's level up. Twisted Fate is our second champion. He's basically just a flexible tool in this deck. Sometimes you use him for the board clear with red cards, sometimes you use him for the drawing blue card, and sometimes you use him for the stun with gold card. And sometimes you use him for the gold card stun. Overall, it's very uncommon for Twisted Fate to level up on this deck because we're not running the turbo version where we have lots of draw cards. We are also running several Plunder cards in this deck. We have Riptide Rex plus Warning Shot as a combo. We're running a one-off of Warning Shot because it's not going to be useful in many scenarios. Riptide Rex, if you don't know, also triggers Ezreal's level up. Each of Riptide Rex's cannons that land will be one trigger for Ezreal, so if you don't have a leveled up Ezreal by turn 8, you use Riptide Rex and most likely you will have a level up Ezreal after that. If you noticed in the list, we are running Monster Harpoon and Jaull Hunters. This is a deck I believe against Severe Ionia. Monster Harpoon in particular can be very useful in removing Severe or even Ruin Runner, especially if you're able to pop their spell shields, which is pretty easy to do in this deck given that you have Make It Rain, Static Shock, Mystic Shot. You have a lot of stuff to pop their spell shields, leaving them vulnerable to Monster Harpoon. Jaull Hunters is also a very interesting tech card. For 3 mana, this can potentially remove Severe or Ruin Runner as well. With its 4 attack stat line, they'll have to use a protection spell like Twin Disciplines or Sharp Sight in order to save their units. But if they're using that defensively, I think that's a win for your deck. And if they don't have any protection spells, that means that's a free kill for you. For 3 mana, it's very worth it to run Jaull Hunters as a removal tool. And sometimes you'll get some useful sea monsters from Jaull Hunters, although I wouldn't rely on that. But sometimes at the late game, it can serve as an alternate win condition for you. This is actually a very interesting tech that I saw from his deck. I did not get it at all when I first saw it, but then I realized, this card actually trades 1-for-1 with Ruin Runner and Severe. Which leads me to believe that Jaull Hunters is also a viable card that you can run in other Bilgewater decks in the current meta. Because if the ladder is definitely filled with lots of Severe Ionias and Ruin Runners, Jaull Hunters is a perfect counter to it. For the Mulligan, you're always going to keep Jagged Butcher, Make It Rain, and Redway Deckhand, and depending on what you're facing, you need to evaluate if Thermogenic Beam and Mystic Shot will be useful in the early game. For example, if your opponent is running Lurk, Thermogenic Beam will be useful because they have lots of 1-drops that you can just use Thermogenic Beam on. Against aggro decks, Thermogenic Beam and Mystic Shot are also useful. In order to stop them from overwhelming you, you can kill their units with these 2 spells in the early game. Ezreal is another card that you also need to evaluate depending on the matchup. If Ezreal can get a lot of free value by being a control tool, you can go ahead and keep Ezreal in hand. You also have to evaluate if your opponent has easy ways to remove Ezreal. If your opponent doesn't have easy ways to remove Ezreal, if you think you can stick him on board for a lot of turns, go ahead and keep that unit. In terms of matchups, this deck is strong against Lurk and discard aggro just because of our removals, our control tools. You're going to go even against Severe Ionia and Azir Aurelia. Normally, in normal builds, you would be weak against Severe Ionia. But this one in particular is teched hard against that deck. We have Monster Harpoon and Jaull Hunters to deal with their units. And finally, you're going to be weak against Plunder and SI Freljord Control. In terms of strength assessment, I think this deck is strong enough to reach Masters. This was taken from the most used deck of a top Master player here in Southeast Asia. He currently has, I think, 600 LP, right? So this is definitely strong enough to reach Masters, although for myself, I don't have that much experience with the deck yet because back when Ezreal TF was popular, I refused to play meta decks back then. So this is actually one of the first few times that I'm going to play Ezreal TF, but it's pretty good. I think you will enjoy the gameplay. I hope that you enjoy the games. I hope that you enjoy the video. I hope that you have a nice day. Bye-bye. Okay. TF Swain versus Ezreal TF. How do we navigate with this matchup? I think keeping 1 Thermo Beam is good. Is it good? Yeah, it can help us get rid of a Swain or a Twisted or a yeah, it can help us get rid of a Swain on turn 5. I don't really like keeping Jagged. Is this a full mull? We can keep one Mystic Shot, I guess. I'm not yet truly sure how to mulligan this deck. Let's see how this goes. As long as we're able to deal some minuscule damage, we're good. So make it rain will be a little bit scary. Yeah, just kill that. We want to commit mana without we don't want to, how do I want to say it? We want to commit our mana without summoning units because we don't want to give value to make it rain. Your eyes on me now.
Gotta go with the flow.
No, we have warning shot into monster harpoon.
Keep up, keep up. Through the coral.
We'll take the keg, sir. Okay. Okay. You could Swain, right? Maybe we just Twisted Fate for now? Yeah, I think we just Twisted Fate.
Deal me in.
Even if he puts out Swain, we can still kill it with Thermal Beam next turn. That's fine. Fine.
Soak it in.
Riptide Rex! We have Riptide Rex into Warning Shot, which is really good. Warning shot into Riptide Rex, I think. Our options are not that great here. If the game goes longer, we can blow him out with Riptide Rex. He doesn't trade these units away. Leviathan is also scary, of course.
Never lost a fair game. Blue as the serpent.
I should always be prepared for the Swain now. Nice. I think I can remove those. I can remove Swain efficiently. Make it rain into... No, make it rain into Monster Harpoon is not enough. With Riptide Rex, we're going to level up Ezreal for sure. And this will give us a high chance of killing the Swain with Riptide Rex as well. Good! The Swain didn't die. We can thermal. We can thermal. We still have thermal and monster harpoon. It's fine. But we're probably gonna use thermal here. Okay.
After the battle,
Okay, so no more second Swain, which means it's safe to do this. We need to put out Ezreal soon. We have to start dealing damage to him now. 2 Ezreals. Should I play around Leviathan? I should play around Leviathan. I should still play around Leviathan. I need to have enough mana for Thermal Beam no matter what.
They don't know what they're up against. The world's a big place.
I should not give him a free Leviathan. I'll only commit mana if he drops below 8 HP. 8 mana. Oh, we can't commit mana now. I mean, if he has Ravenous Flock, he can kill my Ezreal anyway. So I might as well draw. I don't think that's a problem. Oh, he's going for another Make It Rain?
Go with the flow.
We're getting... Oh, we have to use at least one Thermo Beam this turn. Alright. Do we need the 3-3? Is the 3-3 crucial? I just want to be mana efficient. He only has 2 cards left. Dude, if he has a Swain, I'm gonna get blown out. No Swain. Okay, good. No! See, Scarab is the worst. As long as I'm above 8 mana, I'm fine. I can deal with Leviathan. You better drop that Leviathan, bro. Oh, okay. So no more Leviathan? I don't think he has second Swain. He would have played it. Oh fuck, that was Ezreal's Mystic Shot. I fucked up. My bad, my bad. My bad. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. That was Ezreal's Mystic Shot. I thought it was just a normal Mystic Shot. But I think we still got it. Oh, the blessing from the gods. We made a mistake, but the LOR gods forgave us. Oh. If he gets Swain, we have Thermo Beam. If he gets Leviathan, we have Thermo Beam too. Oh, the third Swain! Yeah, we can kill that easily. Although we should kill it now. We can afford to get a bit greedy. We can block. He only has 1 card left. Oh, I'm deep! Oh, I could have gone deep! I miss playing so hard. If I killed the Jagged Butcher, I could have gone deep. And I would have a very powerful unit. Oh, I could also just have finished the game if I Monster Harpoon plus Thermo Beam. I'm making a lot of mistakes. I'm making a lot of mistakes. My bad. I'm still rusty, guys. That was a very sloppy game. We didn't deserve that one. A very sloppy game. But Ezreal is still victorious. Okay. Against Lurk, if we're able to control his units early, we should be fine. I think keeping 1 Thermo Beam is good for the fearsome Lurk unit. I don't think we keep Jaull Hunters, and we never keep a second Thermo Beam, and we don't want Zap Spray Fin. We have something that can take care of the Pike. Perfect. Perfect Thermo Beam. I think we just pass here. We have the control tools for his early units. Except for the Cersei Collar. We don't have an answer to Cersei Collar at the moment. Oh wow, it's Rek'Sai. I think we're okay. Are we okay taking 3 damage? We can do this. He's gonna be forced to kill the keg, most likely. Or he's gonna ignore it. Oh, is it going to be a triple Lurk? 1, 2. Okay, so it's just a double Lurk. This is fine. The keg is not that important right now. He's losing a lot of tempo. What can he do for 4 mana? Well, he created 2 Lurk units in hand. If he gets a Cersei Collar, I don't have an attack anymore. Maybe we just take this attack? I think we just take this attack. We might miss out on the damage. Ancient Trap. Oh! Static Shock can be good, actually. think I want to Mystic Shot you.
You got legs. Use them.
My units are very valuable right now because I have so many spells but so little units. So I'd rather sacrifice my spells first. Oh, I think I Thermo Beam here. Best Thermo Beam of my life? Could Bone Skewer. Probably. Okay. But we stop him from lurking, which is already a big deal. We can kill the Rek'Sai again with double harpoon.
I thought you'd never ask.
Ezreal is a great throw. Well. I don't know. Should you play around Pyke? I'm not really sure. Is it even possible to play around Pyke? Pyke just kills everything from the hand for 4 mana. It's crazy. But yeah, I wasn't thinking of Pyke there. My bad. I know he has a Rek'Sai in hand. That is something that's sure. The Monster Harpoon won't make a difference. And he actually goes for that. I hope it's not Rek'Sai on top of the deck. Good. Okay. So far, we are removing a lot of things, but we need some card refill. He has one Rek'Sai in hand. The problem is if we go for salvage. Yeah, we have to go for salvage. We can Mystic Shot next turn anyway. We don't have. Oh, that would have been good. I think right now we just have to refill the void.
Nothing like the stink of blood and sweat. Danger pays. Set the hooks.
I have to set up a Mystic Shot. He's gonna go Rek'Sai, I have to Mystic Shot. But I think I still don't have enough, I think. Could obliterate it too. Our best hope is that his Rek'Sai, he doesn't have another Lurk unit on top of his deck and his Rek'Sai misses Lurk. That's our best hope. Oh. We're probably gonna die. GG. Got me! You got us, boys. Good game. GG. Oh, it's another Lurk deck. Will we be able to get retribution here? The problem, Pyke is very hard to deal with. I think this is a pretty bad hand. I'm keeping one Dreadway deck hand just in case we get Make It Rain. Jaull Hunters for the Pyke. Well, we can get Make It Rain with Zap Spray.
Gently, gently.
Oh wow, he's earning that. Peculiar. Not sure if this is worth it, but whatever.
I don't want to be whatever will.
Turn 3 could be a Sir Caller. Oh! I thought it was his attack turn on turn 1, that's why I Thermo Beam. That's stupid. That's stupid of me. It's a bit awkward. A little bit awkward. Oh, that's a good draw.
Turn it like so.
Never lost a fair game. As a
I think we're going Ezreal next round. How do you play around Pyke? 4 mana is so hard to play around. So we know that he's gonna go Snapjaw Swarm next turn. We can just Thermo Beam it though. I mean, we can just Mystic Shot. We have a lot of units. I think we value Mystic Shot more here. Oh, he dropped under Pike. We can Ezreal now.
It's not bragging if you can back it up. Gotcha.
Just getting some procs on Ezreal. Okay. We're still fine. That's not fine. You could Bone Skewer. Killing their Rek'Sai is huge. I think that's super worth it. I'm down for this trade. We just need to redraw our champs now.
Keep up, keep up. Why are you here? Through the coral.
Oh no. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's still okay.
A little further.
Now we can kill the Pike with the Mystic Shot.
Here.
He didn't have Bone Skewer a while ago. I don't think he has it now. Let's get a freaking sea monster. That sucks. Okay. You have some pretty decent plays here. He's down to his last 2 cards. That's good enough. As long as we get the kill, yeah. This Beast Below might become a win condition if we reach super late game. Okay. It's fine. We just reserve these for Pike and Rek'Sai.
Gotta go with the flow.
Okay. We only reserve these for our loose conditions. I'm down for these trades. Giga? Hold on. This is pretty tricky. Do I commit my thermo beams here or do I reserve them for when he brings out a Pike? This 9-7 is a real threat that must be dealt with. It's gonna get too much value trades if we don't get rid of it. Oh, thank goodness.
I'm so good, I surprised myself.
As long as he doesn't get a Pike, we're good.
The world's a big place.
Or Bone Skewer.
Let's do this.
GG. Got him! Nice, we got revenge against Lurk. Nice.
Like my
Easy. Dude, everybody's literally playing Lurk now. I don't think we keep Twisted Fate. We could keep one Jaull Hunters. It's been pretty good for us so far. And keeping one Mystic Shot is good. Okay. Dreadway deckhand into Static Shock is pretty nuts. Not gonna lie. Oh, that's a fast one. So that's either a Rek'Sai or a Pike. So I have to assume he has a Pike now. Pike. Never put it out of my mind. I really like Dreadway deckhand into Static Shock. I think I can pass. If he open attacks, I can Mystic Shot. I think he'll be forced to open attack here. Then we can blow him out with Static Shock. I should have summoned the Dreadway deckhand in the first place. I don't know why I didn't. So this is 2 procs for Ezreal. He could commit a Bone Skewer, but I don't think it's worth it for him. Nice. Okay, another good target for Static Shock, I guess. For 4 mana, he could Pike. Could also Cersei Collar. Yeah, we just take this open attack. Oh wow, he takes it. Wow. Okay. If you're not summoning units, I'm not summoning units. We can just chump block that one.
Fresh is worth at least twice as much. Fish out of water.
Fish out of water. Still gotta remember the Pike. Let's bait out the Pike. We have a second Ezreal. Why did he surrender? Easy. A lot of people have been playing Lurk now. What's up with Lurk? Is it a counter to something? I haven't played Lurk ever since day 1 actually. When I released the video about Lurk. Start of the expansion. Plunder? Is Plunder where we lose? I'm keeping 1 Thermo Beam for the Sejuani or the Gangplank when they eventually arrive. Ezreal will be pretty hard for them to deal with. We're also attacking on turn 3, so if we can bank some mana, we can play a little bit of a control game. Let's see how this goes. I'm not sure if I should keep Ezreal. Monka Giga. Okay. So we already have a good target for Ezreal. I think I won't have a better opportunity to get the 3-3 on the Butcher. We might have to go with the Butcher. It's fine. See what happens here. Can we get free kills? I don't believe he has an answer to this. Yeah, that's not a clean answer. As long as we can get rid of 1 Jagged Butcher, we're fine. We have a second Ezreal anyway, so we're fine risking the first Ezreal. He's gonna put the HP of the Ezreal down to 1. Then use Make It Rain. What are my plays here? I think this is the best. We could also try to prevent Plunder by doing this. Yeah, this is better. We prevent the Gangplank proc. Oh, we could also go for second Ezreal for some free removal. I think we have to keep the second Ezreal safe and sound. Son of a... Yeah, he's forced to use Warning Shot, which is good for us. We have the 2 Thermo Beams for 2 threats, Gangplank and Sejuani. I think we have to keep it that way. We're gonna open pass next turn because we don't want him to have a free development on Gangplank. Okay. And we're just gonna pass. He has 8 mana. If he open passes, we're fine. Because if he open attacks with your Grifter, we Mystic Shot. That's what you should ask yourself when you're passing. So he already tapped under Gangplank. Ezreal seems pretty nice here. Actually, you know what? We have to keep the Ezreal safe. I think we just go Jaull Hunters and kill the Yordle Grifter, but that will be vulnerable to Make It Rain. The thing is, if I put out Ezreal here, it dies to Sejuani next turn. Maybe this is the way to go. We can get Make It Rain here actually, which is pretty damn good. Another one? Is he gonna commit double Make It Rain or Parley here? That would be sweet, good for me. Is he gonna commit a Parley? A bit inefficient in terms of procs or Gangplank. If he open attacks, we Mystic Shot. If he develops a Sejuani, we can Thermo Beam. If he uses Jagged Butcher, that could be quite ugly for me. Because I have to take 6 damage if he develops a Sejuani next turn. Oh, Monkey Idol. Okay. I don't think we Thermo Beam for that. I can see it. Now I'm a bit tempted to Thermo Beam it. So Gangplank is at 4 out of 5, as well as Sejuani.
They don't know what they're up against. Time for a true
Okay. Oh fuck, Monster Harpoon, right. Right. I'm not yet used to playing around Bilgewater. He's very free to develop anything here. Yeah, I think I misplayed the last 2 turns. It was quite bad. It was quite bad, guys. The misplays. We have to kill the Dreadway. And we have to kill the Dreadway. That's 8 damage to our face. We can Jaull Hunters, Harpoon, and Mystic Shot. Can we do that? Can also do that. Can also do this. The problem is if we commit Thermo Beam, he will Gangplank. Then we lose next turn. But if we don't do anything about the Dreadway, we're gonna lose next turn. In short, we're in a pickle. We are in a pickle. I wish I had an activator for Friedrich. Monka. So either we lose to a Gangplank or we lose to freaking Dreadway.
Bilgewater is mine and mine alone.
Is there any hope here? We need to top deck. Make it rain or Static Shock. Oh no, Static Shock, I needed that! You fool! GG. Good game. Good game. Good damn game.